everybody? It's me, Mark Robertson, and yes, I am finally back. And I know it might be a little weird just seeing this random ginger on this video again, and I know it's been a week. I know, I get it, I understand, but it's a good build-up because, ooh, something big that I've been telling you guys that's going to happen for a while. I leave for tomorrow. But before we get into that, we got to start out with the big stuff. First big thing is thank you guys so much. I'm not having a sub of the day today because I checked out what the plus was for this series' subscriber count. You guys, our community grew 56 subscribers in just a 9 episode series. Thank you guys so much for everyone that's joined. You guys are awesome. You guys are all my subs of the day. You guys are great. Keep on hitting that like button. You guys know that it's a normal 50 like count. I know you guys can smash that out of the park. I want to see that 50 likes because I want to see who is excited for my big trip to Israel starting tomorrow. I'm going to get into that later in the video like I said, but oh, it is going to be so much fun. Today we are going to be doing a multiple part thing. First, we're going to go over putting into a good lineup and giving who I think this certain player is most likely going to become. Then, or do that by players in the starting lineup and in the bench for those 9 players that I talked about this season. And then going to the projected starting lineup for the 2017-2018 season, like opening day against the Rockets, which I'm excited to hear about. It was kind of cool though. I heard that for the 50-50 raffle for the Rockets game, 50% of it will go to the person who wins the raffle, and the other 50% will go directly to a charity in Houston, which is awesome. I hope everybody in Houston is staying safe. I feel for you guys. I'm so sorry that all this craziness is happening. If I could give all you guys one big hug, because I know that there's people watching over you. Thank goodness for God watching over you guys, and everything will be okay soon. And I'm just been praying that Florida will not get hit. If it does get hit, hopefully just not as bad as the storm has said it is going to be. Hope you guys stay safe. Anybody that lives in South Florida, if you're watching my videos, hope you guys stay safe. I heard that they had to evacuate all of you guys. Hopefully you're somewhere safe. And I think God will watch over it down in South Florida, down in Miami. We'll just have to wait and see. But I know that God has got you guys and you guys are good. So, moving on to the next thing. Next thing is going to be my Q&A session. I asked you guys so much over and over and over for questions, and I got you guys, don't you worry. I'm right on it. To top it all off, it's going to be a channel update, not only talking about what this trip is going to entail, but also talking about what I'm going to be doing when I get back. And it's going to be a blast, guys. I can't wait to get into it. Like I said, hit that like button when you comment down below what you guys think about everything in this video. If you guys have any more questions, I'm thinking I'm going to do like a question of the day to go with sub of the day, because I feel like question of the day would be awesome, but I need you guys to comment that question down below, and then whoever's question gets the most likes down below and has hashtag 6-man squad with the question, I will choose you and you'll get your question chosen. You will be number 1. I don't know who next episode's going to be, but can't wait to see the question and I'll answer it then. Or not next episode, but once I get back. So this will start once I get back from my trip. So you guys are gonna have this huge vlog. I'm getting way too out of hand, you guys. I'm getting way too ahead of myself. But let's get right into it. So for our youth starting lineup, our Sacramento Youth Invasion starting lineup, it goes De'Aaron Fox, aka John Wall. Obviously, I talked about De'Aaron Fox first overall. You guys absolutely destroyed the like button, destroyed the views. You guys just comment down below what you guys thought. Thank you. There's only 2 episodes in this series that have not reached at least 200 views already. But I know you guys are going to get them to 200 views because I keep seeing them go up every single day. And you guys are doing awesome. Thank you so much. And De'Aaron Fox is I see so much of John Wall in him every single day. And I was watching something today that was pretty cool. Darren Fox on his Instagram put up a video of him with his ball handles and him practicing his 3-point shot. That thing is looking that shot, that jumper is looking smoother and smoother every time I see a video of it, which just makes me so happy to see that a rookie is turning what every doubter gave to him into something that's going to improve tremendously over time. And honestly, John Wall plus a jumper equals money in the bank all day long, everybody. That's all I got to say on that part. Moving on to shooting guard. Bogdan Bogdanovic. And at this point, everyone's going to be like, why didn't you start Buddy? Well, Bogdan Bogdanovic has playoff experience, has championship experience, has Euroball experience, has Eurobasket experience, and he just creamed Porzingis for 30 points. Check out this video. You back? What do you guys think? Like, he just hit a dang 3 right over Porzingis' head. What? But, a.k.a. Peja Stojakovic 2.0. Yes, I honestly feel deep down in my heart that Peja started playing in his home country just like Bogdan did. He is going to be the next Peja Stojakovic for the Kings. And I am so excited to see this kid come and blossom in the NBA. Get better in the NBA. Defense, boosting in the NBA. Moving on to small forward. Justin Jackson, a.k.a. Joe Johnson. Yes, that guy that can come in and get instant 3 balls whenever he needs to. And honestly, and a good hit in the basket, being aggressive towards the basket. That's what Justin Jackson is going to be. He just needs to gain that weight. Like I said in his video, gain weight, get better at rebounding, improve defense just a little bit because his defensive game is pretty well off. So I would be okay with Joe Johnson, especially if we get MPJ. Like if the Kings are worse enough that they get MPJ, Michael Porter Jr., out of the University of Missouri. Well, I don't know why I said that. That's where he's going. But MPJ out of Missouri, if we get him, I don't know what they would do with Malachi at that point, but I feel like Justin Jackson will get put to the backup small forward, and MPJ will start automatically. I can't wait to watch his game in Missouri. Glad to see that he stayed home, stayed loyal. But yeah, Justin Jackson will be a great starting small forward for us whenever coach decides to see if they want to run him at small forward. Moving on to power forward, Scalabiciere, automatically, a.k.a. Dirk Nowitzki. Yes, like I said, this is the real Dirk Nowitzki 2.0. Everyone's like, well, Porzingis. I'm like, Porzingis is close, but Porzingis has his own type of game. Porzingis can get to the basket and dunk. Porzingis can, as we saw with the Africa game, I think that's where they were, or it was. I think it was in the Africa game. But it was him, somebody else, and I think it was Jefferson from the Nets. And Porzingis. And Porzingis was absolutely dunking. Dirk tried to go up. It looked pretty okay. But I think Porzingis is his own type of player. He's a really good forward like Dirk is, and I think Porzingis in his own right will go down as a really good power forward in this league after his career. But I see Scal being more of that pull-up 3-point shot when he gets to that point, pull-up mid-range, good turn-away jumper, good game. He's like Porzingis is aggressive to the basket plus Dirk's shooting. What else to ask for in a power forward, huh? Moving on to center. Yorgos Papagiannis, a.k.a. Costa Koufis, and yeah, it comes down to that point where I'm like, I want to say Costa is going to be good, but with how little we've seen of the player, I'm going to say Koufis is going to be where he is right now. If he gets better, he'll get to that Sean Bradley spot that I said, and then maybe he'll get to that Brad Miller spot that I said, but we'll have to wait and see. Moving on to our bench. Frank Mason III, a.k.a. Isaiah Thomas. Yes, another short point guard, but he can still get to the basket very efficiently, get those layups, hit very clutch three-point shots, averaged 20 points for Kansas. Averaged 20 points. So you telling me that if he was 2 inches taller, if this point guard was 2 inches taller, he probably would have gone his freshman year if he was averaging 20 points with Josh Jackson on the team. Any flaw there? NCAA College Player of the Year. What else are you going to do there? But moving on to starting or backup small forward, Malachi Richardson, a.k.a. Gerald Green. I think Malachi would be perfect in a Gerald Green role. Malachi, get to the basket. Malachi, hit that three. Malachi, play some defense. That's what he's going to be able to do. His length, his width, his speed. His width? I don't really have width. His speed. He looks great right now after seeing the pictures and seeing his pre-Summer League workout, which was great to see that happen. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Moving on to power forward / center backup. Harry Giles, a.k.a. Andre Drummond. Yes, I think Harry Giles will become a double-double machine, no problem. If Giles can play center, I would switch him with Papagiannis, have Papagiannis come off the bench as a double-double machine from there as well. I just think Giles has more of that starting mentality at right now. But yeah, that's what I have for this young Sacramento Kings youth invasion lineup. Moving on to my 2017-2018 starting lineup prediction. And starting lineup is going to be point guard George Hill. Obviously, you picked him up for a reason. Why not start him? Have De'Aaron Fox come off the bench, learn from George Hill. De'Aaron Fox will still get good time. We did hear that Dave Yeager did say at a clinic that he will make the rookies work for their minutes, which is exciting to see because that means the rookies get chances to work for minutes, which is always great to see. Moving on to shooting guard. And I'm going to put it in the same way that I put the youth lineup. Bogdan will start over Hield, unless they go Hield, Bogdan at 3. I think Bogdan's size, they would have to put him at 2 unless they were running small ball. But I would rather see Bogdan start right now. Bogdan, in the sense, even though he's a rookie, I feel like that he still earned the minutes already, but we'll have to see how he plays in the NBA. So, small forward, Vince Carter. Seen pictures of him, seen video of him. He can still shoot, he can still get to the basket, he can still dunk. That's fine with me. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are like, no, start Temple, start Jackson, start Malachi Richardson. Nope. No thank you. Moving on. We got power forward Scalabicier. Yes. He's going to take a huge stride, I feel like, this upcoming year. After only playing in those about 25 games last year, it's great to see that he was like a double-double machine when we need him to be. If he can continue becoming a double-double machine on a regular, that would be awesome to see. Just him getting O-boards, him getting just absolutely destructive dunks, would be exciting to see. Talking about dunks, moving on to Mr. Center, Willie Cauley-Stein. Feel like he's going to take a huge stride with the fact that he's going to have the starting lineup position. I don't feel like Koufos is going to get it at all. Koufos might play backup center. They might try to go with the backup center and Papagiannis over Koufos, but we'll have to wait and see on that. But Willie Cauley-Stein. If I would have done a video for Willie Cauley-Stein on the youth invasion, which I don't feel like he's really youth anymore because he's going into his 3rd season, I would have said DeAndre Jordan because DeAndre Jordan can get buckets off of lobs. And now that we have George Hill and De'Aaron Fox, lobs are going to happen. Moving on to our bench. De'Aaron Fox. Yes, like I said, De'Aaron Fox will be good off the bench. Shooting guard, like I said, Buddy Hield. Chose Bogdan over Buddy Hield because Bogdan has a more experience over Buddy Hield. Small forward, Justin Jackson. Not much more to say there. He's the better small forward between well, I guess you could put Garrett Temple in backup small forward, but I feel like Garrett Temple is a great mentor and not a great... He's a good player, don't get me wrong, but I feel like we need to let the rookies progress. So, small forward, Justin Jackson. Power forward, Zach Randolph. There's questions about him, but I'm waiting for the Q&A so I can talk about that. And centered, Yorgos Papagiannis or Costa Koufis. Either one of the two. I hope Papagiannis becomes a double-double machine and he proves me wrong and me saying that he was Costa Koufis. Moving on to reserves, we got Frank Mason III, who will become the backup point guard once George Hill is out of Sacramento. Not saying I want him out of Sacramento, just saying when he gets traded, Mason will take the backup point guard position. Moving on to backup shooting guard small forward, Garrett Temple. I'm hoping that Garrett Temple and Costa Koufis get traded before the deadline. Possibly could get just one first rounder out of them, which would be great to use as a move up if we need to move up in the draft. And then small forward, Malachi Richardson. Gotta just give him his time. I think, honestly, send Malachi to the D League, or the G League, and let him play it up. Just give him time. Alright, so that's that portion. Make sure you guys comment down below what you guys think about either lineups. Give me your young lineup. It has to consist of only those 9 players. And give me your starting prediction lineup. Has to consist of the entire team. Could include the two-way contracts. I just didn't talk about it because it's not like they play much on the team. They do play 42 days, but the rest of the days they have to play on the G League team. So I didn't talk about Jack Cooley or Jakar Sampson. Moving on to the Q&A. Q&A question number 1. During the season, are you going to do weekly updates or something else? So when the NBA season starts, yes, I'm going to do weekly updates talking about the week as it goes on. Once December, towards the end of December starts, I'm going to be starting to do either on this channel or I might start another one for the Sierra College men's basketball team for doing live commentary for home games and then away post commentary, like do the commentary and then afterwards post it once I get either home or once we get back to the school after the games. But that's my main thing for that situation is because I want to get that experience up. But obviously I'm going to be doing as much Kings talk as I can talk about, any news with the Kings, I'll probably do monthly reviews on different players. Like I'll do weekly for the games and then monthly for the players, if that makes sense. Hopefully that helps answer your question, Peyton 007 007, who has been here for ages. Yeah, thank you, Peyton. Moving on to number 2. Which up-and-coming team has the most potential other than our Sacramento Kings? First off, this is from #RicemanBarry, a.k.a. Gus. I know you're watching, Gus. I know you're watching. Kings, in my opinion, have the most potential, but we're not talking about that part right now. I'm gonna choose 2 teams that have the most potential, and I'm saying potential in the sense of some of these other teams have already developed their potential. So I'm talking about teams that don't have completely developed potential. Going on to the 76ers. Yes, 76ers have a lot of potential. They have not played Ben Simmons yet. We've already seen Joel Embiid play. He's going to improve once he gets more minutes on the court. Then we have Markelle Fultz, who we haven't even seen play much because he only played like some minutes in the Summer League game. But I bet we're going to see him a lot. But I've heard that Ben Simmons grew to 7 foot, so they have 2 7-footers on their team now. So Ben Simmons being 7 foot and Joel being close. Interesting. And if Markelle does play that one position, I'm guessing Ben Simmons is going to be more the ball handler, like how LBJ is. LeBron getting those triple-doubles. I bet Ben Simmons will get the triple-doubles. And then the other team, and I don't want to talk about them much because, yeah, the Lakers. Yes, the Lakers. Yes, the Lakers. Yes, the Lakers. One player that I feel like could have been better without being on their team was Jordan Clarkson. But they do have a lot of potential. And out of all the players that they drafted this year, Josh Hart, Kyle Kuzma, and Lonzo Ball. I think there's one more, but I don't remember his name. Lonzo Ball. The 3 big ones. And then they also have Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram. There we go. I got it. Don't you guys worry. I'm on my zone right now because I'm talking about basketball. Brandon Ingram. Gonna say Brandon Ingram gets good. Lonzo, his first year, will definitely not lead their team to the playoffs. Sorry, LeVar. Kuzma is going to be the best one out of all three of the start of the rookies this year, because after you saw what he did in the Summer League, I was blown away. He's going to be a really good small forward, power forward. Just saying. Probably going to be better than Randall, better than Larry Nance Jr., but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. And question number 3. Can you shout me out in this video at RiceManBerry? At RiceManBerry. At RiceManBerry. You better go check him out. At RiceManBerry on Twitter. At RiceManBerry on Twitter. AKA Gus. There you go. Alright, number 4. This is all about Zach Randolph. How do I feel about his 2 misdemeanors, and how it'll affect the team's chemistry and influence? My answer to his 2 misdemeanors is going to be the fact that they're not felonies. Felonies would mean that he's going to jail and we'll have no possible way of having him on the team, so we would have to cut him. But Zach Randolph as a whole, I'm happy. He will still have to deal with some things in court before things start in the season, and I think he'll probably get a 4 to 6 game suspension. So going on to team chemistry and influence. Chemistry, I'm going to say without him on the court, they're going to be not as good as they would have been anyways, which could be good for us to make them a little bit bad, to have them start bad in the first 6 games, but I don't want that. But moving on to influence, he still has the same influence on the team. He was a huge contributor on Memphis. Okay? He was on Memphis for 8 years. 8 years. With Marc Gasol. And some of it with Mike Conley. Think about that. And he was a huge contributor to their team. I don't want to go back and talk about these Blazer days. Blazer days. Don't want to talk about this marijuana stuff. Don't worry about that. Influence comes from his experience in the game, not from what happens outside. Yes, it was most likely an accident. If it wasn't, that's on him. But as a person in the NBA, outside of his own life, I feel like influence will be the same. There's a reason why they brought him. Culture. He didn't change the culture. He just made a mistake. People make mistakes all the time. Number 4 was brought to you by Rossi the Plug. Thank you for submitting your question. Moving on, this one goes along with the Plug's question. Do you think Zach Randolph should be kicked off the team? No. 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 Did we kick Darren Collison off for what he did? No. What else? Did the Cowboys kick Ezekiel Elliott for all the trouble that they're getting right now? No. He just got a 6-week suspension. You're not going to kick off your best player. You're not going to kick off one of your best players. Unless it was something huge like he actually went to jail, which he's not. So, there's your answer. And that was brought to you by Sacto Kings News. Thank you for putting that in. And this is where things get juicy. Don't worry, guys. This is where things get really juicy. Number 6, Jeremy Lin. Top 10 point guard? No. No. Nope. Dragic is over Jeremy Lin. Kemba is over Jeremy Lin. Mike Conley is for sure over Jeremy Lin. Who else? It's on my phone. Let me look it up real quick. Bang. Who they got? So this is on CSN midatlanta.com, and this is their top 10 point guards. So number 10 was Walker. Agree. Number 9, Conley. Maybe a little bit higher, maybe like 7. Isaiah Thomas at 8. Top 4. Top 5, actually. Kyle Lowry. Top 7, pretty good for him. I like it. 6, Damian Lillard. 6, definitely better than Kyle Lowry. John Wall, number 5. Should be number 4. Kyrie Irving, sorry. Should be 3. Chris Paul should be probably 8 now. Yes, he's had his days with the Clippers. Where did they take him? And he had his days with NOP. But Chris Paul is still a good point guard. I just wouldn't put him at 3. Number 2, Russell Westbrook. Number 1, Curry. No. After that last season, Curry's 2, Westbrook is 1, and if anything, it would be Westbrook in my eyes. So here's my top 10 in my eyes: Westbrook, Harden, Curry, Kyrie, Thomas, John Wall, Damian Lillard, Kyle Lowry, Chris Paul, Kemba. And the reason why I didn't put Dragic in here is because they didn't make the playoffs. To be a top 10 point guard, you need to lead your team to the playoffs. Even if Kemba and the Hornets were only there for a short amount of time. But you got the gist. All right. That's all the questions that we have for this week. Like I said, make sure you guys hit me down below about questions that you guys have. Just make sure you put it down there. I'll be looking. Hit that like button, everybody. Everybody who wants to see that question be answered, hit that like button. I think there might be a few people that it probably will come from, but I'll be excited to see if I'm wrong. Moving on to channel update. Channel update. Well, the reason why I didn't update this last week was because A, I was packing, B, I had things to do for school, and C, it was my birthday on Wednesday. Thank you guys so much to everybody that follow me on Instagram and Twitter and wished me a happy birthday. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I am now 20, so I broke the teen years. 20 in the house. But now it's time to talk about my birthday present. Well, first off, my birthday present is this video reaches 50 or more likes. Talked about it a few times, but I know you guys can do it. But moving into it, talking about my trip to Israel that will be starting tomorrow. There will be a daily vlog out. And this is how they will work. When I leave, I will be leaving at a certain time where once I get there, so I leave at night on tomorrow, and I get there at a certain time. Don't remember when, but I get there at a certain time. Then, when I wake up the next morning, it won't be after 12 for you guys until a little bit through the day when I'm there. So, this is how it's going to work. About 9-ish, or between 9 and 12, every single day starting Saturday. So Saturday, which is going to be the 9th. You guys will see a daily vlog from everything I do during this trip, including my baptism. Me getting baptized. I'm very excited for this trip. I hope you guys are too. Make sure you guys hit that like button down below. Make sure to follow me on all my social medias. They will be linked in the description. You guys know what to do. Also, make sure you guys comment down below. Hashtag 6Man Squad. Hashtag 6Man Hype. Hashtag Israel Trip. Hashtag Blessed. And if you're part of my 6Man Squad, I will leave any hashtag that you leave. I will make it even better down there. Make some conversation with you guys. I love conversation. Like I said, comment your question. Whoever gets likes on it the most, I will answer in the videos afterwards. And for that situation, I'm going to be doing another channel update once I get back. Sometime the week of the 19th. Because I get back during that week. So that's when you guys are going to have your answer about what's going to happen after this. I hope you guys are psyched. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll catch you guys later, Hoop fans.